If y'all see Gene, I'm telling y'all, man, somebody better punch him in the face. Somebody better do something to him, man. He out here doing this, that, and we be like, all right.
This dude wanted me dead way before I came to YouTube.
Y'all listen closely, because what's happening right now is bigger than music, bigger than fame, and bigger than hip-hop itself. Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, isn't just speaking out. He's fighting for his life. Before Gene even came to YouTube, he claimed someone wanted him gone permanently. And now, decades of secrets are starting to surface, putting him right in the crosshairs of one of the most powerful moguls in music history. Imagine this. You spend years protecting someone, standing in the shadows, watching empires rise on blood, loyalty, and silence. Then one day, you break that silence and suddenly, the empire turns on you. That's Gene Deal's reality. According to Roger Bonds, Diddy's former head of security, there was a moment years ago when Sean Diddy Combs allegedly ordered him to attack Gene, not intimidate, not threaten, attack. And Roger didn't just hear about this. He claims he was given the order directly and refused to fully carry it out.
Dead. Way before I came to YouTube. Worked for you. You wasn't doing no dirty shit. That's why my days was with you when you had your kids. Because you knew you couldn't do that dirty shit around me.
This wasn't about roughing someone up. In street language, Diddy allegedly wanted Gene in the dirt, permanently silenced. Gene Deal isn't some random outsider chasing clout. He was there inside the machine. In the 1990s, Gene was part of Bad Boy Security during Diddy's golden era, protecting artists like the notorious B.I.G., Madollery, and countless others. He had access to VIP rooms, closed-door meetings, and hotel hallways where secrets were buried. Gene claims he saw it all. The power plays, the manipulation, the intimidation, and the darker side of the business nobody was supposed to see. When you're protecting someone 24/7, Gene once said, you see everything, the public persona and the private monster. Then there's Roger Bonds. For nearly a decade, from 2003 to 2012, Roger was Diddy's top security man, handling situations most of us can't even imagine. But eventually, Roger walked away. And when he finally spoke up, he dropped bombshells that shook the industry.
To him at the bank. There was a couple of times we bumped into him in the street. We ain't had no real beef with him, but we would act like it when we was around Puff because that's what he...
He didn't tell the NYPD officers. He didn't tell the Department of Correction officers. He didn't tell none of the parole officers or anybody he had working for him that was officers. He told street dudes who had did dirt in the street.
Roger claims Diddy once ordered his team to punch both Gene Deal and Mark Curry in the face after they criticized him publicly. This wasn't corporate pushback. It was street-level retaliation, a message to anyone thinking about crossing him. And here's the chilling part. Diddy allegedly didn't send licensed officers or trained security to handle it. He sent street guys, people who had already done dirt. That revelation changed everything for Gene.
You seen all of that and was at puppy parties.
Don't play with me, bro.
And you the same size as Uncle Phil. And you the same size as Professor Ogilvy. And you the same size as Lucien Griege, Clive Davis.
How you doing? Okay.
There's quite a few tapes that might be out there, what they're hearing, and I don't want to see the tape.
Gene recalls one night he'll never forget. August 14th, 1999. He was caught in a high-speed chase, 5 firearms pointed directly at his head. At the time, he wondered if Diddy had orchestrated it. With Roger's confession, those suspicions feel devastatingly real. Now, Gene lives with a constant fear that the same playbook is still in motion, a billionaire with resources, connections, and a history of retaliation. For decades, these were just whispers. But now, the feds are listening. In March 2024, Homeland Security agents executed raids on Diddy's properties. And what they found shocked investigators. Over 1,000 bottles of oils and lubricants, illegal firearms with defaced serial numbers, massive quantities of controlled substances, and thousands of hours of recorded footage. Prosecutors say these discoveries point to a criminal enterprise, not just a music empire. And with RICO charges on the table, the same laws used to bring down mob bosses, the stakes have never been higher. It all escalated when Cassie Ventura, Diddy's former partner, filed her explosive lawsuit. Her testimony detailed years of control, abuse, and exploitation, giving federal investigators the roadmap they needed. Since then, over 100 lawsuits have surfaced, with 25 plaintiffs reportedly minors at the time of the alleged incidents. Federal prosecutors now believe this wasn't isolated misconduct. They suspect an organized pattern of exploitation spanning 20 years, and Gene Deal's eyewitness accounts could connect the dots. Here's where things get dangerous. Even while locked up at the Metropolitan Detention Center, Diddy has allegedly been trying to influence witnesses. Prosecutors say he's been making unauthorized three-way calls, using other inmates' phones, and even involving family members to pressure people into silence. Gene Deal believes he's one of those targets.
I don't know how you ain't got that, but that's crazy. Yeah. You got to come back to the 100-sided clubhouse.
Alleging that he's using other inmates' phones to try to get in the outside and contact people. What would you say to him right now, knowing he's in the hot seat big time? Stop! Stop!
According to insiders, intermediaries have reached out, offering money for Gene's silence and delivering subtle threats. For Gene, this isn't paranoia, it's survival. On July 2nd, 2025, after 3 days of deliberation, a Manhattan jury acquitted Diddy of his most serious charges, including racketeering conspiracy and trafficking. The courtroom erupted. Diddy dropped to his knees, thanking God and hugging his family. His legal team celebrated the verdict as a victory for justice.
You understand? He sent somebody through somebody else to try to get in contact with me, telling me enough is enough. Oh, okay.
But behind the scenes, federal prosecutors were furious, calling it a catastrophic failure and immediately preparing a second case. This time, a full-scale RICO prosecution targeting everyone involved. And here's the key. Gene Deal is expected to be the star witness. If Gene testifies, he could expose 2 decades of alleged crimes involving not just Diddy, but dozens of powerful figures across music, entertainment, and business. But that also makes him the biggest threat to Diddy's freedom and possibly his biggest target. Sources close to federal investigators claim they believe Diddy's network is actively trying to silence Gene before he ever steps into court. Gene knows it, the feds know it, and now the public knows it as we speak.
Witnesses, remember when they released that first thing of Cassie, and I said that Diddy was trying to contact people for character witnesses, people for who he had problems with before, whatever like that, and trying to talk to them in the whole.
Guilty.
He was found not guilty of hearing, the most serious charge. He was also found not guilty on 2 counts of trafficking. But he was found guilty on 2 lesser charges.
He was found guilty of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. Each carries a maximum of 10 years behind bars.
The Department of Justice is preparing round 2. Diddy's empire is cracking. Gene Deal's family lives under constant fear, and the music industry is holding its breath. This isn't just a celebrity scandal anymore. It's a battle between power and justice, and the outcome could reshape hip-hop forever. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. More is coming your way.